Hello, welcome to Data Dave. I'm Dave. This is my first video, and over the next few minutes I'll take you through how I might be able to help you save time and money by simplifying the way you work now, or by applying more rigour to the decisions that you make regarding future developments. Whether you just want help sorting out a spreadsheet, or you want to understand how you can set up your data for analysis, for visualization and for modelling, or you're preparing a specification for a new system, I could help you. I have experience working at all levels across all functions in an organisation. As you can see there, that gives me the ability then to underpin what you want with how you're going to deliver. So first thing we're going to be looking at is improving spreadsheets, just finding simple ways to become more productive. Excel is one of the most adaptable programs at your disposal. It can be used as a simple calculator, as a form template, as a single-use ready reckoner, fact finder or questionnaire, to interrogate data extracts. It can even be used as a primary data extraction, translation and output tool using things like Power BI and Power Pivot. And yet, developing even the simplest spreadsheets can be challenging and frustrating to put together. The good news is that with a few small tweaks, you can significantly improve your productivity. When we get together, we can look at things like avoiding cut and paste fatigue by building up a better understanding of how data should be formatted so that it can be more easily manipulated, which naturally then leads on to dashboard development. Excel and data management are likely to be hot topics, so book your session early to avoid disappointment. Moving on to our next topic, when spreadsheets can no longer cope, when needs demand more than spreadsheets can deliver. As brilliant a tool as Excel is, it does have its limitations. You may have 1,000,000 rows and 1,000 columns at your disposal, but when the amount of data increases, the functions get more complex, or your user base increases, spreadsheets may no longer be able to cope. They become slow, even if you're using the extra power in Power BI or Power Pivot. If you've already got access to Office, now Microsoft 365, then with the exception of the student licenses, you will already have access to Microsoft Access Database and cloud storage on OneDrive. And if you have a business plan, you may even have SharePoint. Given the time and with the right expertise, you could leverage the added functionality already available to you to develop your own solutions. This approach, though, can bring problems of its own. It's fine if you just number crunching generic data, but if you're handling customer sensitive personal data, you have to take data privacy very seriously. You don't want to fall foul of things like EU GDPR legislation. So, for most, an off-the-peg solution, and there are many to choose from out there these days, may be the best option. Taking it one step further, if you require a bespoke solution or a variation on a readily available platform, you will need to hire a developer. And this is where it has the potential to get very expensive if you get it wrong. This is where robust data modelling comes into its own. So that brings us to the last topic on this video, how you could save tens or even hundreds of thousands of pounds, reducing the cost of systems development and ongoing support. It goes without saying that any development work is going to cost you money, and that's fine. It's excess cost we're trying to avoid. Cost of poor quality is a term widely used in quality assurance circles. It refers to the hidden cost of turning out a poor product or service. In software systems development, it also refers to the ongoing costs developers charge to make corrections to poorly specified systems, and the cost of ongoing support for the stuff you can't afford to have fixed. These costs can have the potential to rocket out of control. I've lost count of the number of projects I've seen binned when the costs of maintenance have spiralled out of control. The extra development costs aren't the only additional costs you'll face though. You'll need more internal support too. This little scribbled graph, time across the bottom, cost up the side, shows how more time and effort put into the design phase results in lower development and ongoing support costs. In future posts, I'll explain in more detail why this happens. Whichever solution you go for, whether it's local, off the shelf or a bespoke build, it's important to know who does what and when and how they do it. So finally, a quick look at governance. The greater the complexity, the more important it is to make sure you have robust governance. This graphic summarises data flow from the source data to the end user. It shows who does what and how issues are handled and escalated. It also demonstrates a continuous improvement loop to feedback improvement requirements to the likes of the developers and the data suppliers. And that's about it, apart from a reminder of the benefits of having me on your team. Excel spreadsheets and data management have been my bread and butter for most of the past 25 years, so my insight could help you save time and money. Moving up a step, I'm capable of helping you develop a robust solution for bespoke developments. That could save you tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of pounds in development and ongoing support costs. The last Access database I built was a pre-production interim solution. It processed 3.5 million records from 22 different data sources that didn't speak to each other. And the learning I shared with the developers was estimated to have saved over £250,000 in development costs. So, talk to me. Talk to me about your role, the problems you have, or the solution you're looking for, to see if I can help. And remember, your first session is free, so you have nothing to lose by having a chat. All that remains is to thank you for watching and to point out how you can get in touch. Please do all the usual stuff. Subscribe, ding that bell to switch on notifications. If you liked what you've seen, give me a thumbs up, and if you didn't, please do let me know why. You can contact me on my website or via LinkedIn using the links below. And the most important thing is share. Because if you don't need me right now, I'm sure there are people that you know who do. So, bye for now. This is Dave signing off from Day to Dave. Keep in touch and don't forget to ding that bell so that you get notifications when the next good stuff comes up.